Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Hymnology Initiatives. My name is Ezekiah, call me Hymnology. And this segment is called the Hymnology episodes. This is episode 4. Today we are going to be talking about a particular hymn that is very spiritual. At the same time, you know, every content I bring to your screen is always something spiritual that resonates with our ways of worship and in the place of worship. So right now we are going to go into the history and then I go ahead to the studio to teach you your part as a soprano singer, alto, tenor, bass. I'm going to sing each part. You're going to be seeing it scrolling on your screen, and at the same time I'm going to perform it live, the solfa notations and then the lyrics. If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Ezekiah, call me Hymnology. Do not forget to give this video a very big thumbs up. Don't forget to share, and at the same time do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Let us build a community here on Hymnology Initiatives. So right now let's go right into it. What hymn are we talking about today? So first of all, we're going to the history and the background story. Alright guys, today's hymn is titled Great is Thy Faithfulness. Yes, great is Thy Faithfulness. Then this is a beloved Christian hymn that celebrates God's unwavering faithfulness, drawn from the words of Lamentations chapter 3 verses 22 and 23, which reads thus: It is of the Lord's mercies that we are consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The author of this hymn is a man named Thomas Obadiah Chisholm, who lived 1866 to 1960. Thomas was born in a humble log cabin in Kentucky, USA. He became a school teacher at the age of 16. Wow. And later served briefly as a Methodist minister. However, due to poor health, he had to step down from full-time ministry. Despite his physical limitations and modest income, Thomas found strength in God's daily provision and faithfulness, which inspired much of his poetry and wrote over 1,200 sacred poems, including the text of this particular hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness, which he wrote in 1923. The words reflect the personal testimony not of dramatic miracles, but God's consistent everyday grace. Now, the composer of this particular hymn, Thomas, happened to have written the text of this hymn as a poem, right? Now, the composer of this particular hymn is a man called William M. Runyan, who lived 1870 to 1957. Thomas Chisholm sent the poem to his friend William Runyan, who was a musician associated with the Moody Bible Institute and Home Publishing Company. Deeply moved by the words, this particular man composed the melody we know today. He wrote that he prayed the hymn would have a wide ministry, and indeed it did. Now, how did this particular hymn become popular? The hymn was made popular by Dr. William Henry Holton, who was a preacher at the Moody Bible Institute, and later by the great evangelist Billy Graham, who featured it regularly in his crusades. It became widely adopted in churches across denominations. Now, what are the themes and legacy of this particular hymn? Great is Thy Faithfulness speaks to the daily reliability of God, emphasizing his mercy, guidance and unchanging nature. It is not born out of dramatic moments at all, but from a quiet trust in God's steady presence through life's ordinary trials. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Today, the hymn remains a timeless anthem of trust and gratitude, used in worship, weddings, funerals, and personal devotions around the world. There you go. That is the history and story behind the popular hymn, Great is Their Faithfulness. You know what is next, right? Now, let's go to the studio.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions they fail not, as thou hast been forever with me. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter, springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercies, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and peace that endureth, thy word and presence today and tonight. Strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Blessings on mine with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
Alright, great is that faithfulness. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned to today's episode of Hymnology, which features this great hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. I am sure you have learned your part. Are you a soprano, alto, tenor, or bass singer? And are you a choir leader? I am sure this material will be useful in teaching your choir. Thank you so much for watching this video. I remain my own self, Ezekiah. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you get notified. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and do not forget to share. Until I see you in my next video, bye bye.